A billionaire CEO decided to test his wife's family to see their true nature. He hid his identity and went with his wife to her rural hometown to celebrate the new year. As soon as he sat down, two mischievous nephews ran up to him asking for red envelopes. Smiling awkwardly, he said he hadn't brought any cash. Immediately, his arrogant brother-in-law mocked him, saying, "Who comes home for New Year without money? If you're poor, admit it. Stop pretending." Hearing them insult his wife, the man couldn't stay silent. Calmly, he said I didn't bring cash, not that I wouldn't give you red envelopes. He then pulled out his checkbook and wrote each child a check for 100,000 yuan, telling them they could cash it anywhere. The family laughed at him, calling him a liar and a show-off. His wife, embarrassed, scolded him for making things worse. The man stayed calm and said, "These checks are real. We can go to the bank right now." Before he could finish, his furious mother-in-law tore the checks into pieces, shouting that he was a disgrace and that her daughter should divorce him. She accused him of being useless, poor, and unable to buy a house or car after 3 years of marriage. What no one knew was that this poor man was actually the chairman of a trillion-yuan steel company. He had hidden his identity to live a simple life and see who truly cared about him. This visit was supposed to be his chance to tell the truth. He had even brought expensive New Year gifts, a 60-year-old bottle of Mutai liquor, 70-year aged pu'er tea, and a 100-year-old wild ginseng root. But his snobbish mother-in-law thought they were cheap local goods and used them for cooking. She brewed the rare tea to make tea eggs, stewed the priceless ginseng with beef, and used the aged Mutai to cook prawns. Later, a guest recognized the bottle and exclaimed that it was Dragon Year Mutai worth tens of thousands of yuan per bottle. The family was shocked. They realized that the tea they used was worth 50,000 yuan per pound, and the ginseng in the stew was worth 2 million yuan. Everyone stood frozen, realizing they had mocked and humiliated a man who was actually a billionaire. Everything they had laughed at, torn apart, and cooked was worth more than their entire lives. In that moment, the truth was finally revealed, and the arrogant family understood the price of their pride and ignorance.